Welcome back. I'm Sandy with Sandy's Organized Chaos, and it's vlog day today, so happy to see every single one of you. So this is part 2 to my bulk order. So I went ahead and I already sanded my tumblers, so I'm going to show you those here in a minute. I'll kind of go over what I did here. So we got a lot to do, so let's get started. All right, so like I said, I already went through and I sanded these down very, very well. I mean, like majorly sanded them. And I already went ahead and cleaned out my rims a little bit too. Again, this process it just makes it a lot easier when I do it all as I go, you know. I had to rinse it anyway, so I figured I might as well do up the rims too while I was at it. But for those of you that are just joining me for the second part here, I went ahead and I glittered and prepped my tumblers in the first half of this vlog. So I'll make sure to tag it for you guys if you want to check that out if you haven't seen it yet. So what I'm showing you guys is pretty much just half of, not even half, it's like half of a half of the order I have to do. I have to do 24 altogether. And the thing is, they wanted rhinestone logos on some other ones, but I actually talked to them recently, or I had Jeff talk to them recently, and we decided just to do all glitter swirl tumblers. So all 24 are going to be, go ahead and be, there we go, this glitter swirl. So at least I got a majority of them done now. So but now I have to get the other half done yet. So after this, so, you know. So before I put on the cheetah or leopard spots, whatever, you know, cheetah, leopard, whatever. Before I put those on, I'm going to put the lids on, and that's going to help me figure out where the center of the tumbler is once the lid is on. So that way I can put the logo, the main logo on first, because they have their logo with the breast cancer ribbon that they want, and that's going to go at the top. So putting the lid on is going to show me exactly where the center falls once that lid is on. So I had already done up one tumbler before to show them what it was going to look like and all that. So I'm going to use that as my guide to figure out how high I want that logo to be, or how far down I want that logo to be from the top rim. So I'm just going to use that as my guide. And then right in the middle of almost putting it on, you want your animals to come jump and get all over the place. So that way you potentially make your logo crooked. Okay, thank you, Jack. He's helping, you know, he's a good helper like that. So anyways, now I'm just going to repeat that process on the rest of them, where I use my lid to kind of help me and use the tumbler beforehand to figure out how far away it is from the top. Because again, I want these to kind of look all very similar in the end, or try to, you know what I mean? So in my last vlog, there we go, I asked you guys if you had any questions, just to let me know in the comments, and you guys didn't have too many questions. There was a couple of questions in there that I'll go over here in a minute, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for just the constant love and support and everything that you guys do. You're the whole reason why I continue to do what I do. But I was just telling in my VIP group on Facebook, which is a free group. I always have it tagged below. You guys can join if you want to. It's just a community where we can hang out, and, you know, if you have questions, you can ask there. You can share photos and all that stuff. Again, it's free. You just have to answer some questions before you get in. That's all, okay? But I was just telling my VIP group, just yesterday, I think it was yesterday, yeah, that, you know, I don't make much from doing these YouTube channels or videos and stuff, but knowing that I'm helping you guys and knowing that I'm helping with your path to success, or whether it be with just stress relieving, you know, crafting to relieve stress or whatever it may be, that's just priceless to me. So again, I just want to thank you guys just for continuously being here and watching and all that. Okay, so now that all the logos are applied, now we can move on to putting on our leopard spots. So mixed in the leopard spots, I wanted to put on some of these ribbons. So I'm going to make sure that I do 3 across the front, 3 across the back, and then fill in the rest around it with the leopard spots. So that's, you know, to coordinate, you know, and to try to make sure, again, that they all look very similar in the end. So the first question somebody asked was, how would I strip these particular tumblers? Now, I don't have a video on how to strip tumblers. There are quite a few videos out there. I'll tag one of the videos, a good video out there, but everybody does it a little bit differently. Some people like to take the acetone and soak a sock and then stretch the sock over the tumbler itself and then wrap it in tin foil and then put it in a bucket with a lid, you know, and let that sit overnight, and then it just slips right off from what I've seen. I've also seen people just stick the tumbler itself in a bucket with acetone with nothing else in it and then just kind of wipe it off with like that. So again, I'll tag a video for you, and then yeah, so that's how you do that. But I'm going to be real with you. I don't personally strip tumblers, but I've heard lots of good things about other people who have done it with the process of the video that I'll tag. Okay. Back to the tumblers. I got the 3 on the front, and then I also have the 3 on the back. So now I'm just going to come through and fill in all the gaps in between, just making sure that I keep it all in that angle, you know, obviously because we're making a swirl. So now I'm just going to apply these spots. Also, I had a question out there about getting better ombre so that we have more of an ombre effect rather than what she said. She said she was just getting more stripes than ombres. Now, I should come up with another video for that, to be honest with you guys. I should do another ombre video. So maybe I'll get that in the works and I'll get that put together for my new friends out there. I'll do like a chunky and I'll do fine, you know, so... All right, so now that my spots are on, you know, everything on video makes it look like it goes by so much quicker. This really took a long time. All right, but now we're ready to add that milky swirl over top. Oh man, this is a really good angle. I like this, you know. But I had to use my bigger turner because I'm doing so many. I can't just use my single turner. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, I have a cup with a little bit of epoxy. So I went ahead and I put epoxy over top of my tumblers. Okay, there we go. I added a thin coating of epoxy over top of everything. And I saved a little bit left in my cup to add my swirls into. So in my cup, I have, what do I have in there? I have white alcohol ink. And now I'm just going to take my stick and just smear that around exactly where you want it. Now, typically people usually do not where the leopard spots are. They would have done more in that solid, darker pink color, the swirls, but I wanted to do it over top, you know, I just kind of wanted everything kind of peeking through, you know, so that was kind of the look that I was going for here. But pretty simple, like you can see here, I'm just taking my stick and pretty much just going in the same diagonal pattern and just kind of swiping that across. So I'm just going to continue on kind of swiping that across and just filling it in till I feel like it looks good, you know. And then after that, I'm going to let this cure, and I will do one last coat of epoxy over top of everything, just because sometimes when you do it in this manner, you'll get kind of waves in your epoxy once it's cured. So I apply one more coat of epoxy over top to make sure everything's nice and smooth, and then we're ready to move on to putting the handles back on and finishing these up. So these are complete. Again, they just need their handles, and I wanted to show you the inside, how important it is to make sure you completely scrub these down before you send them off to your customers. You want to make sure there's no epoxy around the rim. You want to make sure there's no debris on the insides. You want these very, very clean, because you are representing yourself, you are representing your company, and you want these people, or you want your customers to receive them and just, you know, feel almost comfortable enough. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. Almost comfortable enough to kind of drink out of it as they get it. You don't want them to kind of look at it and be like, ew, you know, because that's not a good look. So cleaning it and making sure it's properly taken care of is extremely important. Now, when I was epoxying, I didn't tape off where the handles go. I was comfortable enough with that. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, tape them off, you know. I only got a little bit of residue on these little bits that poke out to attach your handles onto. So I'm just going to take a razor knife and I'm just going to gently kind of pick that out of the center of the hole. And then that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you don't feel comfortable not taping it, tape it. But I'm fine with it. These were fine. There was just a little bit of epoxy in the hole itself, and I just use my knife here to get that out. Then once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put that handle back on. I'm going to put the screws back in. There's a hole at the top and the bottom, just like how you removed the handles is exactly how you want to put them back on. And then I actually did have Jeff come through and make sure that they were tightened down really well too, after I was done there as well. But that's pretty much it. They're relatively simple to assemble and, you know, disassemble and reassemble and to glitter. They're actually really not that difficult to manage. So after I get all the handles on, I'm just going to place them right back into the bag how they came to me before they were glittered is exactly how I'm going to send them off to my customers. So I'm just going to put everything back in its bags, back into its box, and they're good to go. Now I just have 18 more I got to do, and that'll be that, you know. That's pretty much that on those, I'm going to continue to work on them. I still have a lot more I gotta do, but I'll just do that off camera now that you guys already kind of know what I'm gonna be doing with these. So these are ready to go. I'm gonna send those off with Jeff. So hi, I feel like I haven't really seen you guys in a while. Unless you go over to my family vlog channel, then you kind of see me a little bit, but right, Charlotte?
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlotte's down here too. But I have my tutorial from Friday. I really, really like how that turned out. That's exactly the look I was going for. Exactly. I have some other things in mind with that kind of look with it, but just so pretty. I really love that. And then I have my other tutorial I did a few weeks ago. Love how that turned out too. Look at that blue. Oh my goodness. I tell you, that blue is just gorgeous. I love it. So, so pretty. Oh, and there's the quote there. All right, guys, I think that's gonna do it for me today. I'm ready to just go sit down and relax. I'm tired. I've been up since like 4 a.m. cleaning, doing all kinds of stuff, random things here and there. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, an amazing rest of your week, and we will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Bye.
I'm tired.
You're tired too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So much playing and stuff made her tired. All right. Bye, guys.